Hello. So, through this session, we'll discuss our next story of first flight. That is the second part of Glimpses of India. That is COORG by Lokesh Abrol. COORG, actually, or Kodagu, is the smallest district of Karnataka. It is between Mysore and coastal town of Mangalore. It is home to evergreen rainforest, spices and coffee plantations. Actually, Coorg is called a coffee country, and it is famous for its rainforest and spices. However, 30% of the area of this district is covered by evergreen rainforests. If we talk about the weather of this area, it used to rain heavily in monsoons, and that's why visitors also used to avoid, tourists also used to avoid going there in a monsoon season. But from September to March, the weather used to be fine, perfect, with a little bit of shower sometimes, and visitors also used to flock this piece of heaven. It is said only that it's a piece of heaven gifted from the land of gods, and this period of year is fully enjoyable there in Kodagu, or you can say Coorg. If we talk about the people of Coorg, they are fiercely independent, and it is said, the story also goes, that they are of Arab, Greek origin, and Arabic descent only. What has happened only that it is said that a part of Alexander's army moved towards south along the coastal area, and settled here only when they found the return impossible, impracticable only. And after that they set up marital relations here only, marriages only here with the local people, and settled here only in the area of Kurg. These people are of foreign origin. It is also clear because their culture, their marriage, their customs, their rights, or their martial traditions also, they are entirely different from the Hindu religion mainstream, and this is a proof also they are of foreign origin. Apart from this also, the theory of their Arab origin is also supported by the long black coat with the embroidered waist belt worn by these people of Kodabus, known as kupia. So this long coat, known as kupia here in India, in Kurg only, it resembles the kufia worn by Arab and Kurds. So this also shows that there is a connection between these two races, Arab people and the Kurgi people here in India. Kurgis are very much hospitable people, and they are very much brave also. And Kurgi homes have a tradition of hospitality. If one visits their home, they recount the numerous tales, stories of valor, bravery of their sons and fathers. They love to do that, as there is a long history of bravery in their family related to their sons and their forefathers, fathers. And if we talk about bravery, so in Indian Army, the Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated regiment. Even the first chief of Indian Army was General Karyappa, who was also Kurgi. And if we talk about their bravery, valor, and honesty, So Kodavus are the only people in India, those who are allowed to have firearms, guns, permitted to have firearms or guns without a license in India. If we talk about the scenic beauty of this area, Coorg, so it is said only, as I've already told also, that this is a piece of heaven that have drifted away from the kingdom of God, and there is a rich aroma of coffee if you visit the place. And apart from that, the river Kaveri also gets its water from the hills and forest of Coorg only. It is a land of large coffee estates, and if we talk about the fish mahasir also, it is in much quantity in the river water of this area. And kingfishers, apart from this, kingfishers also used to dive for catching these fish. If you'll visit the place, you will be able to see that also. Apart from that, langurs are also there, macaques are also there, and visitors will enjoy the sight of elephants being bathed by the Mahavats in the clear stream of rivers there in area of Coorg. The misty hills, the lush green forest, and coffee plantations, all these used to have a great impact on kind of a spell on the visitors, and they are bound to stay there. And apart from that, it used to offer many sports also for the visitors there. They can enjoy having sports like river rafting, traveling in a river only on the tying wooden planks only. Apart from that, canoeing, traveling and having a sport on a narrow boat in the river, that is canoeing. And rappelling is going down a cliff just by sliding on a rope. Apart from this, rock climbing, motorbiking, and numerous other sports also are offered by the Coorg for the visitors. And as it is a land of uh, rainforest, so it is a land of animals also, birds, bees, macaques, langurs, elephants, squirrels, and they are in much abound there. And one must get aside for elephants definitely. And if one is able to climb up the Brahmgiri hills, so he can have the enjoyment of watching the whole Coorg landscape. That's a beauty in itself only. And passing through the bridge only, bridge or rope bridge only. So if we pass that bridge, we enters into the island of 64 acres of island Nisarg Dhama. So this is a place of Buddhist monks only. Actually, this is the largest Tibetan settlement in India, and this is a bonus to the visitors to have this peaceful monastery or area to reach there. Apart from that, some fact files are also provided to us about Coorg, that the nearest uh, airport, if one wants to go visit the place only, so by air only you can, the nearest place is Mangalore only, 135 kilometers from Coorg, and then another is Bangalore, which is 260 kilometers. So visitors can have flights from any part of the India to reach there, Bangalore or Mangalore only. Apart from that, one can visit the place by train also, and other than by road also. So the nearest railheads are Mysore, Mangalore, and at Hassan only. And by road also, there are two routes. to Coorg from Bangalore, and both are of the same distance, only at 250 to 260 kilometers also. So with this only a chapter about Coorg. Uh, it is Coorg only, and it's all about the Coorgi people, and it is about their valor, their bravery. It is about uh, tea plantation. It is a land of spices and scenic beauty only. So actually, just putting it like there, just attracting the people to go visit the place Coorg only. So thank you only. Okay.